Next passage is this. Let's quickly summarize the passage. What is actually doing here is telling us about how the urbanization process has speeded up, right? More than half of the people in the world are living in cities, and the cities are all across the world. All the cities are becoming like each other, and they are becoming very different from the urban areas, right? And this kind of a change is probably, we need to document it. Philosophers and sociologists have been able to study and give us documentation of this process. Historians probably should have also done it, right? But they have not contributed as much, right? Now, he also tells us about how, uh, you know, uh, politics is impacted by this rural-urban divide because it is used as a campaigning point. It is used as an election issue, right? So this is basically the impact of this growing urban divide. In the last paragraph, he tells us about how this this entire conflict, it is something which is not new. It is something which we have seen right from the past. He says it is not of recent vintage, right? So this is the passage. Let's see. According to the passage, the rural urban divide is due to. The best answer to this question is something which we can quote from a particular line. I'll show you the line. The line is here. The antagonism between the ways of authentic small town and country people, right, versus the contaminating forces of cosmopolitanism and globalism in the big cities. So when he says contaminating forces, it is not actually the author's opinion, but what is perceived by the other side. So it's like the antagonism, the hatred, or the dislike is basically taken to be, it is shared both ways. So it is not one-sided. Now, keeping this in mind, let's try to answer this question. The best answer here is the antagonism between the two sides. That is nothing else but hostility. Right. Now, look at option C. Increasing number of people migrating to cities, creating a labor shortage in the countryside. Is this going to contribute to the larger problem of the rural-urban divide? The rural-urban divide is social, it is political, economic in nature. It is not just going to be about labor shortage. So eliminate this. Look at B. The economic, political, and cultural clout of metropolises over vast swaths of hinterlands. This is actually not the cause, but this is one of the features of the problem, actually. Right. So yes, uh, the cities exercise some amount of influence and control, but that is a part of the conflict, not the cause, right? So we can eliminate this. If you look at B, urban societies being profoundly different, right? Not being different does not always mean that it is going to create a conflict. Being different is not always the same as being in conflict. So this is something which we can also